G'day everyone, it's Will Nicholas here for Never Odd or Even, and I'm joined in the studio today. It's the first guest I've had in the studio, and it's a fantastic looking studio around us, by Robin Yang, who many of you will know from our Civilization adventures, and also Robin is one of the front running contenders for our Game of Phones prize. So we'll be going through that today and checking that out. It's a really close match. There's actually 3 contenders who have come very close together, and I won't give any spoilers about who they are. So Ben, you'll just have to wait till the end of the video to find out if you've won this great prize.
Yeah.
So
thanks for having me, Will.
Right.
Loving your studio. It's wonderful to be here. Love all the dials that you got over there, and
there's no shortage of little dials to twiddle here. It's great. It's really good.
And you got a little screen there.
So one of the things that I like to do from time to time is to share with you my loot crates. So I have received a loot crate today in the post. Very exciting. Oops, it's disappearing a little bit, but that's all right, we got it back. Okay, so I'm going to open this loot crate now and go through it and share with you the excitement that comes from opening a loot crate. So Robin, are you familiar with loot crates?
Oh, look, I have heard of you opening them at various times, and I know that they're very difficult to get in. And as you can see, Will's trying to exercise his thieving, what's the word? Pick locks?
Yes. So I've got my loot crate open now. Look at that, it's open. And I'm going to have a look at it. So what have I got inside? It looks like this loot crate is very exciting. I've got a t-shirt. Oh, and look.
Your
friends,
you're flicking in and out.
Friends, gamers, this is a fabulous loot crate t-shirt. It has got a diagram of somebody.
What is that?
So it is from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is a Technodrome Mark 1 design for Krang, who is one of the villains from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I will be getting around in style in this t-shirt. It's actually a bit big, so I might be getting around in style at bedtime. But that's a really good little loot crate there item. Get t-shirts, get all kinds of things. Now I've also got to work some of these things out sometimes. There is a little button here, and if I open it, then it will open up for me. It's on both sides. Oops. And inside, it's one of these little bobblehead type things of a character from Zelda.
Do you know the character's name?
Now I have to admit, look, Zelda is probably one of those things I haven't really gotten into, but maybe we could find out if somebody does know the name of this character. It's flaring a little bit in the light there.
She's got a bit of a hat on the back of her head.
Definitely one of the elves from the ears, and is wearing pink. So I might have to do some research and check out who that particular character from Zelda is. Oh, and there is a little teeny tiny sword here as well. And I think that goes
in her hand. She's a bit like a Lego person.
Does look a little Lego-ish. So that'll be good. I'll be able to put that up on my thing. You want to put the sword in?
I'll do that.
And I'll look at the next thing. Okay. One of the things I do love about my loot crates is getting new pins to put on my bags and to wear on my apparel. And this here is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pin. So that's good. I'll enjoy wearing that.
Seeing a theme in this loot crate.
I'm very excited about this because the very first loot crate that I ever received came with this. This is a Terminator keyring.
Oh!
Now, you might go, well, why would you be excited to receive a Terminator chip keyring for a second time? But a few years ago, my friend Adrian, and I think you were there too, Robin.
What?
Yes, we went hiking, and it was our plan to go up Quamby Bluff.
Oh.
But the snow was so heavy we couldn't get close to Quamby Bluff.
Nowhere near close.
I might have to actually find the footage of me tromping around in the stone.
That was quite hilarious.
Do you remember the tragedy that happened on that day?
You lost your keyring.
I lost
your keys. Your keys.
I lost my keys.
You lost your keys.
And on my keys, my keyring, was exactly this keyring.
Oh,
Terminator chip.
That's awesome.
So what a wonderful thing for you to be here to celebrate me receiving back a keyring. Now, if you're ever hiking in Tasmania around the Cornby Buff region and you come across a set of keys with this on, just leave them where they are. I don't want them back. They don't open anything anymore, and I've now got this part, so I'm really happy. But you will be able to be a part of the story if you found them. That's just really interesting.
That's fabulous.
So that's good.
How cool is that?
That's very cool. Okay, and now the last thing in my loot crate today, which has already been filled with treasures, is a castle dice tower. Now, dice towers are one of my favourite things. It's always nice to have a tower of dice to be able to cascade down onto, and this one is going to be this is my new castle dice tower. And the way a dice tower works, you get your dice and you put it through and it rolls, and then you can look down and go, I rolled a 16.
16. That's
and
a hit.
So it actually, the dice goes down through and is held in position by that, and you can actually see the number you've got.
Oh.
Really good for those people who are a little crazy with their dice, who lose them off the table all the time. That's a really nice addition to my collection as
Nice.
well. So that's been the loot crate for today, and I'm really excited about that. Especially, I'm ultra excited about this. I couldn't have set that up better.
No, that's excellent. I think that's brilliant.
That's really good.
That's really good.
All right. So now on to the business of today: Game of Phones.
Yes.
To
Game of
take
Phone
us
results.
Through to the next slide, and you'll recall that before the last competition, Robin was on 10, Ben was on 10, Elliot was on 5, Adam 4, Nick 4, Zach 3, Braden and Amanda coming in at 1. And I want to thank you all for those who answered the quiz for the season finale of Game of Phones, and for those who got their answers in late. No points for you today, but thank you so much for actually putting it. I set a deadline, I held the deadline. Now, Robin, you were also one of those people who got your answers in, really late, or...
Well, I have to actually confess, I didn't get my answers in at all. I've got to say, though, I did try.
Well,
I did try.
This is your lucky day, because I'm now going to give you a chance to answer the questions on air right now as part of today's Game of Phones. And
So,
do you know what this means?
what does that mean?
It means that you still have no chance at winning the prize because you didn't meet the deadline. But we'll be able to see if you would have won if you had have got it in on time.
I'd like to say, though, that given Ben and Elliot's amazing attempts at trying to win, I'd like to say that, and like to believe that I was actually being giving them the chance to win. But truthfully, I just ran out of time.
Yep. Well, look, let's have a look. Without any further ado, let's have a look at the questions. It's a bit of a nail-biter to see whether or not it was Elliot or Ben who got enough answers correct.
Yeah.
And separately, individually. I remember I said that apart from the last question, which was a very subjective but also personally significant question to me, all the others had to be different. So, let's go to the questions. Here they are. So, Robin... question number 1. A bad pun from Civ 6 Adventures. Now, you should be able to get this fairly easily because, I mean, you co-host this particular one.
Except in this particular question, I choose not to answer them because to answer them would actually validate our host's incredibly bad jokes.
So you're passing on the first
I'm actually
question?
passing on it because they're just too terrible to even pronounce and say with my mouth. Actually dirties my mouth.
Look, I think that's very controversial, and I expect that there's going to be a run of comments in the comments section of this video based on that.
Viewers, do you agree with me? Like, it is so bad. Is it really worth
We've got a poll happening.
Actually, retelling? I don't think it is.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Anyway, some people don't agree with you. Okay, question number 2.
Agree with me.
A quest completed by Jarellis in Azeroth's Adventures.
Yeah. Well, I remember playing World of Warcraft, but I don't remember. Well, I'm hoping Classic was what I remember it as, and I remember a very big boar or creature that you needed to kill.
Yep.
Was it something like a threat within, or a threat with outside, or a threat.
Really close, Robin. You're talking about their quest to kill Princess, the boar who was in the pumpkin patch.
Oh, that wasn't the big one.
No. The really big one. You mean the belly grub?
Hog,
whatever. You mean Hogger?
Hogger.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, so he wasn't a boar for starters.
Oh, okay.
Hogger was actually I killed Hogger.
I know.
Is a knoll.
Oh, okay.
And not a grassy knoll.
He's a
proper knoll.
He's a proper knoll. Okay.
That's right. So I can't give you a point there either. I'm sorry. All right. Question number 3. Something from Will's loot crate.
Oh,
Oh, hang on. Hang on. You can't just claim from the loot crate that was open today.
Well, it doesn't say not. It says something from Will's loot crate.
Oh, okay.
Are you disclaiming this crate as your loot?
I'm giving you a point there on a technicality. This is a loot crate, and it has been opened on Never Odd or Even.
Yes.
And it's a fabulous item.
It's fabulous. I mean, look at that. Look at that.
Maybe I should get a pierced ear, and I could actually, if I had the other one back, I could wear them both.
Yep.
No, that's right. All right. Okay. So this is from my blog post. 2 names of Deep Space Nine characters.
I just assumed this was any character.
Yeah, it could be any. Yeah, because I wrote a thing about Deep Space Nine.
Okay.
Do you remember when I wrote that? Yeah.
Of course I do.
Because you read all my blogs.
Of course I do.
Just like all of you read all my blogs.
I've got to say it right now and confess, not every blog. I'm sorry. But DS9.
Yep.
DS9. 2 of my less favourite but memorable characters. I always got annoyed by Nog.
Yep, Nog. Yep, definitely. I'll pay Nog.
And I had a love-hate relationship with Garrix.
Garrix the Cardassian.
The Cardassian. I never quite knew whether he was a spy or not.
See, my 2 favourite Deep Space Nine characters is Julian Bashir and Miles O'Brien. And I love Miles O'Brien because he came from Next Generation. And I really like their connections.
I think some of the entrants got those 2.
They did, yeah. So, I think that was actually, and I think probably got those. I think Ben picked that up, and specifically I referenced those 2 characters in my blog. So good work, Ben. Great work for reading the blog. You might be the person who reads my blog, which is great. All right, next, now, name a guest who appears on Never Odd or Even.
Can I say myself?
Well, Elliot did, so you could say yourself, yes.
But that would not be...
Elliot didn't say you. Elliot said himself.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, see, I had myself, Robin.
Yep.
But I also had Charlie.
Charlie has appeared, yes, most definitely. Charlie.
And there was also one of our colleagues who lives in Berwick or Pakenham or... Sorry, that's really embarrassing.
Somewhere.
There was one of our colleagues appeared, Wendy
Snook. Yep, so she was there, and also Kelly would have been right, and Nicole also has appeared. But there's been a large host of people.
You're running such a
absolutely, and there are just so many people who are itching to get into the podcast. Absolutely itching to get into the podcast. In fact, I'm really hoping to get Dexter Guff on the podcast at some stage, because I think, as a life coach and a person who really, if you're not familiar with Dexter Guff, check him out. He's got a podcast. Dexter Guff is Smarter Than You. I really enjoyed it. It was a great little podcast. So plug there for a podcast I'm enjoying.
All right, check it out.
All right, how about a line from Still Alive?
Up until about an hour ago.
Don't admit this.
I was in love with this. Sorry. I'm not familiar at all with Still Alive. I thought it was a 1970s song, to be honest.
It is done in sort of, or even 60s or 50s jazz style.
Yes.
The one I played, but yeah.
So I had a assist to be able to get this one. Will actually showed me a video, and I was like, oh, interesting, based on the computer game. But then there was also one where it was actually a performance of it with a band.
That's right,
the band.
Band.
No sense crying over a mistake.
Every mistake. Crying over every mistake.
No sense crying over every mistake.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not even angry. See, that's also from the song. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. No.
Sounds like another pun.
Yeah, there's always cake. So anyway, moving on from there, the title of a never odd or even blog.
Yeah.
There's so many to choose from. I'm a prolific blogger.
Yeah.
My written text is only surpassed by the quality of my video presentations.
So impressive. It's such an impressive blogger. Yeah. But you know what? In honor of not spoiling it for your viewers.
I haven't read any of the blogs.
I'm going to just go. I think I've read one.
Okay.
But
right.
I don't remember the title. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, yeah, you could have chosen. Life Imitates Games. You could have chosen.
Oh, that was the one with Wendy Snook.
Yeah, well, that was the blog that was associated with that one. But anyway, there's lots you could choose. And if you're interested in following my blogs, you can go to Never Odd or Even. You can find any of my stuff if you want to. And remember, there are prizes available for being involved. You can just look up #Oddrev and you'll find me there.
Yeah.
All right. The name of an item from JCRPG.
Well, I did enjoy watching your little character Jesus running around and slaying demons. And he did it with a sword.
There was a sword. Sword was an item. But if I had have said name an item from Skyrim, then you could have said sword. And if I had said a name item from World of Warcraft, you could have said
sword.
And if I had have said Portal,
no swords.
Oh, I was trying to catch you.
No swords.
No swords in Portal. All right.
Just jumping through a lot of holes.
That's it. Okay. Tabletop game that Will has reviewed.
Yes, I have seen a number of your tabletop review games. One of which, and I don't know whether you actually did it. Splendor was one that I really loved, but I don't think that was.
I haven't reviewed Splendor yet. No.
But Sushi
Go.
Sushi Go.
I have reviewed Sushi Go.
And there was. I did have one that I don't remember. Sorry.
I've reviewed Love Letter. I've reviewed Flashpoint. I've reviewed.
And most recently.
Suro. That's right. Okay, now number 10. This is the most important question.
Yeah.
What is your favourite Oddrev episode?
Can I be really honest and just be really truthful and just this one?
You like this one? This one? Because
I get to be
gone to with the studio. Yeah, so that's been good. All right, so now I'm just doing a quick calculation in my head.
Okay.
From what I can see, got the Deep Space Nine characters. You've managed to fudge something from the loot crate.
Not fudge, thank you. So wait, number 2. So
I can't give you that one because you thought that Hog of the Knoll was a pig. Sorry, I can't give you that one.
A threat within, isn't that a threat? Isn't that a quest name?
Yeah, I think it is, but it doesn't match that one. So, and I don't think I think it's one that's higher level than what than Varellis'. It hasn't appeared on one of Varellis' adventures. Line from Still Alive, you got that mostly right. Yeah. So I'll give you 0.8 of a point there. Yeah.
Oh, one mistake. What?
Yep.
That's deserving.
The Guest, yeah, you got that. Title of a blog, no. Sword, okay, I'll give you that one. And tabletop game. So I think that gives you 4.8 points altogether out of a possible 10. So let me just make a quick adjustment to the setup here.
Yep. He's working the magic.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll go to here and bring up the total things. So that means that Ben has a total of 19 points. Now, I'm just trying to remember which one Ben got wrong. There was one that Ben got wrong, and I'll have to have a look and see what that was. But it doesn't matter because Ben has 19 points, Elliot has 15, and Robin comes in third place with 14.8 points.
Oh, so close, Elliot. So close.
So that means that Ben wins the Never Odd or Even t-shirt, which I'll be sending off in the mail to him. That Elliot gets the Never Odd or Even drink bottle. And Robin, at 14.8, will get the Never Odd or Even key ring.
Keyring!
So there you go. So that's how. Now remember, these merchandises, the drink bottle, the t-shirt and the keyring will all be available. Still working on the pricings of those, but in next season I'll definitely be letting you know if you want to order that and be seen around in this stunning apparel.
Absolutely.
Then you can order one of those from me, and I'll also be giving them away as prizes during next season, so tune in for that. So looks like we've gone on for long enough today. Thanks for joining us for the Loot Crate. Thank you, Robin, for joining me in the studio today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and I will see you next time. Until next time, keep on gaming.